I promise you, it will stop you from experiencing disappointment, confusion, and heartbreak in the future. Okay, so let's begin. Number 2, he won't love you unconditionally. Ladies, never expect unconditional love from a man, okay? This is something that ends up causing a lot of suffering in many women. If you think that someone will love you no matter what, no matter if you fail to meet his needs, neglect his feelings, or disregard the balance of give and take in the relationship, you will be setting yourself up for disappointment. Unconditional love is for your children, your parents, your dog, but romantic relationships are built on mutual benefits, whether emotional, physical, or social. By the way, this applies to women as well, okay? I remember my grandmother told me once the same advice. She said, never expect a woman to love you unconditionally. And I was like, what do you mean, abuela? I don't understand. And she said, if tomorrow you are thrown in prison for life, okay, whether innocent or guilty, no woman will put up with that. Only your mother and I will be there every week to see you. And I laugh now because old people always come up with the most extreme scenarios to prove a point, but there's a lot of truth in what she said, so always remember that principle. Number 3, insecure men will destroy you. An insecure man will try to destroy the things he loves about you. Why, you may ask? Because he knows that older men are attracted to the same qualities that he noticed in you. So if you're playful, charismatic, and have a great circle of friends, many times he will isolate you and slowly dim your light. And once you become codependent and boring, he will say that he lost attraction for you, without even understanding that he was the one who caused it. So always remember this. Whoever you were when he first met you, that's what attracted him to you. So don't let anyone mold you into what they believe is best for you. Number 4, transformation after wealth. In their 20s or early 30s, a lot of guys settle down with a woman because she's the best option that they can find at that moment. They find someone who treats them well and who they think will be a good wife, so they marry her. But once a man starts making some serious money, okay, which for the average guy usually happens around their 40s, things often change big time. Suddenly, he starts getting attention from women who never noticed him before. And now curiosity starts kicking in, plus a midlife crisis thinking that he doesn't want to miss out. So the woman that they married when they were young, who seemed like the best that they could do at that time, may not fit into their new picture of success. Number 5, will lie about cheating. You can find a video of your partner cheating on you, okay? And many guys will say that someone made that up with AI. You can walk into your house, catch him on your bed with another woman, and he will say that she drugged him, that he was unconscious, he doesn't even remember how he got there. I mean, I've seen it all. If you think that most men will just admit, hey, listen, I messed up, okay? I cheated, I take full responsibility for my actions, and I will work on myself to stop this from happening again. Ladies, that barely happens. And don't get me wrong, okay? Those cases do exist. I've witnessed some guys who really, made a change in their lives and worked it out with their spouse, but that's 1 in a million. Most men would rather face death than admitting they betrayed you. Number 6, he doesn't care about you being nice. If you meet a man who's truly in love with his partner, you know what you will never hear him say? Oh, I love her because she's the nicest woman I've ever met. You know when you actually hear those words? When somebody leaves you. Ah man, I broke her heart, but she was so nice to me. You see, when men are looking for what they want in a woman, being nice isn't usually top of the list. It's like, sure, it's great to have someone who's polite and all, but that's just expected, okay? They take it as a given. What really matters to them are things like intelligence, a good sense of humor, having shared interests, and of course, physical attraction and an emotional connection. Number 7, great guy doesn't equal great husband. Some men are wonderful individuals, okay? Everyone loves hanging out with them. Their friends think that they're the best and their family adores them. But when it comes to being a great husband, it's a whole different ball game. Being a great husband isn't just about being a great friend or, fun to be around. It involves qualities like communication skills, the ability to compromise, and a commitment to supporting and nurturing the relationship in ways that go beyond surface level interactions. Which reminds me of someone in my family, and I'm not gonna say her name, but she always says about her ex-husband, he's the most wonderful guy that you will ever meet. Just make sure that you don't marry him. Number 8, has no direction in life. No woman will ever be good enough for a man that doesn't know what he wants. If a man lacks purpose, if he's not driven by his work, his goals and dreams, if he's not passionate about the type of man that he wants to become, then how can you expect him to be passionate about you? If a man is constructing his life as a garden and that he knows everything that he wants in it, then the moment that he sees a flower, he will appreciate it. But if he doesn't know what he's building for himself, then he will only seek you for relaxation and not inspiration. Number 9. Watch out for the chasers. Many men don't want a relationship. Ladies, they want the chase and the conquest. Understand that a secure man will never chase. He'll express that he's interested in you, okay? But if you start playing hard to get or any manipulative games, he will direct his attention somewhere else. A man that chases you intensely is someone who likes the feeling of pursuing what's out of his reach. So once he has you, a few months or a few years may pass, but eventually, in most cases, he'll have to drive to chase someone else again. Number 10. Will judge your body count. Most people, both men and women, say that they want to know everything about your past, okay, including how many sexual encounters you've had. However, once you disclose all the details, it usually causes a lot of friction in the relationship. And ladies, I'm all about honesty, okay, but you don't have to reveal every explicit.
What kind of man did you end up with? Here's a quick quiz to find out. There are 4 types of men, and likely you are with one of these 4 types. He may also be a combination. Most people are. Man type number 1, the worker. This man wants to go to work. He wants to finish his projects. When he comes home, he wants dinner, and he wants to sleep with you. He does not want to talk about his emotions. He does not want to talk about your emotions. He does not really want to talk about your day, even particularly. He wants to get things done. He wants to be productive and be doing things. And if talking about emotions or any of these things gets in the way of doing things, he finds this kind of annoying. He may get irritated at you if you are not working as well. So if you are sitting around or not being productive, he may be kind of frustrated at you or a little bit annoyed, perhaps. He may also just be happy that you're allowing him to work. If you try to do anything that prevents him from working, he will not like that. He'll probably get kind of frustrated. He'll be a little bit irritated. He doesn't like it that you're preventing him from being able to go out and be productive and do work. Outside of working, his hobbies probably also look like work. He might work on cars for a hobby, or he might go hunting for a hobby, getting food. These kinds of things. His hobbies are work, and his work is work, and that's what he likes to do. And anything that you have to do gets in the way of this. He's kind of frustrated and annoyed by that. He comes home, he expects you to have been working, so he may expect you to come home, or he may expect to come home and find that the house is clean, the laundry's done, everything's cleaned up, and that the children are fed and dinner's ready, and then he'll want to eat dinner and sleep with you and go to bed. That's type of man number 1, the worker. Put number 1 in the comments if you have that kind of man. The next type of man is the peaceful man. This is type of man number 2. This man wants to avoid conflict at all costs. If there's a difficult subject that comes up, he's going to try to avoid it. He doesn't want to talk about it. He may end up actually lying to you in order to avoid some sort of controversial or difficult subject that comes up. They just tell you whatever he thinks that you want to hear. He wants to avoid situations or places or people that may cause anxiety and some sort of conflict. So he may not want to go out and do a lot of really exciting or, anxiety-provoking things or new things. Kind of sticks with the job that he's got because it sort of doesn't create contention. Kind of just sort of does the easy thing because it doesn't create contention or problems. If something is creating stress, such as you, he's not really going to enjoy being around you. He's going to try to avoid people that create stress. Sitting someplace comfortably and reading a book or watching a TV show or playing a video game, something relaxing, is kind of what he wants to do. That is type of man number 2. If you are married to a man like this, put number 2 in the comments. Next is type of man number 3. This is the connection man. This man is primarily interested in having a deep, connected, emotional relationship with you. He wants to know everything about you, and he wants you to know everything about him. He's worried about rejection, and he is very interested and wants you to see him as a good person. If something hurt his feelings, he's probably going to talk about it for a really long time because he really wants to be understood. He has really intense, deep emotions, and sometimes they come up to the surface somewhat easily. Really cares about your feelings and wants to know what your feelings are, and he wants you to know his feelings. And so there'll be a lot of conversation about feelings a lot. He's really, really frustrated at any sort of dishonesty or any sort of lying or anything that would get in the way of you communicating openly with him on any subject. He may even want to debate and talk about controversial things and stressful things because he wants to talk about things that'll help him to be understood and help him to understand you. This is type of man number 3. If you're married to a man that most closely fits this description, put a 3 in the comments. Next is type man number 4. This is a man driven by fun, the fun man. If it's interesting and fun and new and exciting, he wants to do it. And if it's not, then he doesn't want to do it. If talking about emotions is fun, he wants to do it. But if it's not fun, he doesn't want to do it. If working is fun, he wants to do it. If it's not fun, he doesn't want to do it. You'll often catch him playing video games or not being very responsible and not thinking about what he's supposed to be doing because he's off having fun. He likes to laugh. He likes to try new things. He likes to talk to people very often because people often have fun around them. Once you find him drifting from thing to thing to thing to thing to thing. Oftentimes you'll start on a project, he won't end up finishing it because it's stopped being fun. He will work, especially if he enjoys what he's doing, but work is so that you can have fun. So you work as soon as you can, you get done with the work, and then you go do something fun. If you're married to a fun man, put a 4 in the comments. Now this is where it gets interesting, because most people are actually a combination of 2 of these that are most dominant. They have their primary and their secondary. And so if you can identify, well, my man, primary, he likes to work, and when he's done working, then he likes to have fun, then you'd put down a 1-4. So put that in the comments if that's what your man is. Or if you find that, he's really likes to work, but then he also really likes everything to be really peaceful. So he likes to avoid any kind of contention or problem. So in this case, he'd be a 1-2. Or maybe your man is really, really into connection and love and things like that. But he also is really does not like any sort of confrontation or anything like that. So maybe he would be something like a 3-2. So go ahead and put that in the comments. I'd be curious to see what most men are married, or what most men are that you're married to. So just to review it one last time. Number 1 is the worker. Number 2 is the peaceful man. Number 3 is the connection man. Number 4 is the fun man.
Jamaican man treat woman. It look like when I want to come up here and lie. Me not lie. I said 95% of Jamaican man treat woman very bad. You have good man down there and over here. Because me there with one for 11 years and him is a good man, but me experience bad one too. But me now come tell a lie. Most of my friends them and my family them with the Jamaican man cry. Them ball, them have pressure, them don't have a smooth and a nice life. So me can't come up here and tell no life pan them. Me say Jamaican man treat woman bad. Which they do. Not all of them. 95% of Jamaican man angle woman bad. Whether Jamaica, foreign, anywhere them there, them angle woman bad. Me don't know where them get that from, but there's something about them. Them treat woman like shit. And
my grandfather mentioned a good point to me. People who can't communicate think everything is an argument. People who lack accountability think everything is an attack. And honestly, he was right. You say, hey, this bothered me, and suddenly they're breathing heavy like you called them a war criminal. No one yelled. No one cursed. You just used full sentences in adult voice, and suddenly you're too aggressive. Meanwhile, they're out here ghosting, gaslighting, giving you 3-word texts. But God forbid you express a feeling without a smile. And if you really want to test someone's soul, say the words, I just want to talk about it. You'll see panic in their eyes, like you just activated a fire drill in their nervous system, because they don't want to talk. They want to win. They don't want peace. They want to avoid being seen. You ever try to explain how you felt and they respond with, okay, but why are you mad at me though? Who else would I be mad at? The wind? Some people don't want resolution. They want denial, silence, and a nap. They don't know the difference between a conversation and a